Well, bonsai. Good morning, grinders. C3, cobras, eagle fangs, and Miyagi does. It is Monday, March something. I don't even remember. And I thought it was time to switch things up a little bit. So I thought I'd do my warm-up on the rowing machine. This is one of those things that at one time I really thought I had to have. So I did a lot of digging, looking at different things. And I picked the one that I thought we could afford and had the best features for what I was willing to spend. And it's a pretty good little machine. I'll tell you this, it wears me out faster than the treadmill. And the good thing on it is you kind of get a whole body warm up on our own machine. I'd say a whole body workout. Much better on this than you do the treadmill. But I don't have the gas that I can go very far on this. And I'd like to be able to figure out how to set this thing to tell me the distance I've gone, but I can't seem to do that. I think it's set on meters right now, but even then, like, see, each stroke's like going 3. I don't think I'm going 3 meters, but I don't know. Anyway, I've been doing this for a little while now. What's the time on here? Just under 15 minutes. So it's time to get the devotional going. But unlike on the treadmill, I can't really read the devotional while I'm doing this. I can go back and forth, keeping the legs going, but not the arm part of it. Oops, that's the wrong one. Here we go. So anyway, today's devotional is a potential. It's titled Reaching Deep Within. And it says, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, I'm going to go one-handed. Whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. I'm just going to pause for a minute here. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put into practice, and the God of peace will be with you. Philippians 4, 8 through 9. Okay. This is one that I really liked, because to me it goes sort of to positive thinking. If what you think about and surround yourself with are negative people and negative situations, you're going to be drawn into that, and you're going to become that. I do believe you become what you think about, or something like that. So it is important to try and keep yourself around the right people. Depending on your age, you've probably seen or heard where people fall in with the wrong crowd. You know, they may have been a straight A student or a really good kid or person or whatever on a good path. They meet up with the wrong crowd and they just go right down. Sometimes they get caught up in the wrong things. And I believe that that's what happens when you don't surround yourself with the right people and doing the right thing. And we've all done that. This one's kind of tough because always know this ahead of time. And there are certainly instances where it's been a group of church people who, on the outside, you thought might be right and devout, end up doing some pretty wrong things. That's because we're all susceptible to failure and to sin. But one thing you'll notice, and I always like to tie in sports because sports is something I enjoy. You're not going to see the people at the intermediate and highest levels of sports doing the wrong things all the time. Now, sometimes after they get into, let's say, the NFL or the NBA, they'll fall off, especially during the off season. Those are the ones you usually hear about getting themselves in trouble. But at least up through college, their life is pretty much dedicated to their sport. They got to spend all their time practicing, getting better. And the ones that are truly elite, it is mainly the only thing they think about, stress about, work on, and they become great because of it. The big dance, which I don't think I'm supposed to say March Madness. I don't understand how you can trademark that, but it is. So I don't think I'm supposed to say that. But it's going on right now, and it's a huge thing. I'm so glad we got it back. I love watching college basketball. Doesn't matter if my team is in there, because truth be told, my team, when they get in there, they end up screwing up and dumping quick almost every time. But it's fun to watch almost any team. I can't do that with football, because there's a lot of schools I don't care about. Conferences, not as, but the big dance is something I can watch it all. And these kids, you can see how hard they've worked, how much time they've put in. And the skill level between teams has really shrank. We've had a couple twos knocked out, threes, fours. In the past, I always thought you always pick a 12 to upset a 5. But anymore, and especially this year, it seems, nobody's safe. Even a number 1 has been dumped by an 8, I think. So the disparity between a 1 and a 16 is not what it used to be, because all these kids are working really hard. They are thinking, as it says in here, they are whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Well, they are thinking about the thing that's most important to them, basketball. And I'm not saying God's not in there, because for a lot of them, for some of them at least, I'm sure God is a very important part. And that's another funny thing. You know, there was a team yesterday. The school has a slight religious tone to it. And they have a 101-year-old lady that has something to do with the school. I don't know what, but she said a prayer. And it sounded more like a scouting report. It was kind of funny. But, you know, there are 68 teams that go in there. And I guarantee you there's somebody involved in every one of those teams that has prayed to God that their team will make the run and win the trophy. Well, 67 of those teams are going to get disappointed. So, just praying to God does not get you what you want. But it does get you down the road. It got you to the dance a little bit. If you don't believe, you're not going to make it as far as if you do. I personally believe that. So, I've rambled on here. I don't know if I've made much sense. I think about this that, you know, I want to try and share my faith a little bit on here, because that's one thing I don't think is on YouTube a lot. But I've had no training, and I don't know that I'm any good at this. I may be just confusing, and I know I'm very excited and pretty boring. But it felt important to me to share what I feel on here. And that's why I do this. So, that's the devotional for today. What I'm thinking about, and it's really all I got to say. I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. We will get downstairs. It's very awkward doing that on the rowing machine as opposed to the treadmill. So I may go back to the treadmill. But anyway, Bonsai, we'll see you back here in just a few minutes. All right, Bonsai, welcome back, grinders. Let me pop the buds out. We got the music on pause. All right, we are up to the third set, of course. Ready to get moving, pumping, and grinding. So, we are going to start off with the seated lat pull down, and we're going to go to all the same things from there. Face pulls, tricep push downs, a whole bunch of things. I don't remember what they all are. It's a little light right now because I've been pumping it. So, I'm going to put the earbuds in. It's time to pour some sugar on me. Follow along, work out. We'll see you on the other side. Yeah. And let's crank it up a notch. And away we go. I gotta say, I know I say this quite often, but man, I am really loving this machine. It gives me such a great pump. And I think if you can't see the distance, or the difference, from the beginning of the year when I was working out with free weights to changing to the tonal to right now, then you're just not looking, because I can see changes in my physique, and I'm thrilled with it. My strength score jumped up to like 615 today, and that's like 100 points. I think I was, maybe it was 508, but it seems to me like it was 512, 516, something in there. So in 2 months time, you know, I've jumped 100 points on that. I'm really happy with the progress. I really haven't had much issue. The most issue I had was right here today, getting the weight to turn back on because it kept clicking off on me. And I think that's just my sweat getting in there. Or maybe I'm hitting the button too hard. I don't know. But really, this thing has been fantastic for me. And I'm really enjoying it. Way more than I ever did with the free weights. And believe me, I enjoy, you know, the iron. But this thing just works me better. And the wife enjoys doing the other programs on it too, because there's just so much diversity on what you can do that we're both really happy with it. And I think you know most of the exercises we're doing. I don't think anybody's actually following along. You know, part of this I started for the church to have an online workout group when everybody was all locked down and everything. But that really didn't go anywhere. So I'm mainly doing this for me, and to show people that may be curious about the tonal. Does it produce results? And in 2 months, I think you can see the results. You know, if you work this thing, it's going to do it for you. You still have to put in the work, but it takes a lot of the administrative part away from you, which is great. And like I said before, that magnetic weight is no joke. What you do with free weights, you're not going to do that same amount on the tonal. You're going to go down a little bit because it is hard. And that eccentric mode, when it kicks in, you feel it. And you're getting almost, you're squeezing every ounce of effort out of every rep you do. And you can see here, it pulls me off the ground. That's the eccentric pulling me up. So, like always, as part of a cool down, you know, I do a wall sit. This is to get a little more leg work and catch my breath real quick. So that's it. We'll see you on Wednesday. All right, bonsai people. This is a good workout for me. I hope you get something out of it. Let's see. Oh, we did great. We did 17,000 pounds. We did 2,000 more pounds than on Friday. And that's because some places I did 12 reps and 10 reps in the first and second set. I did what I could. And it adds up. And I'll tell you what, all the changes you see in me are because of the tonal. Pushing me just a little more each time. So, I am wiped out. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bonsai.